watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll keep our eye on A.J. Terrell. And Ball Hawk doesn't even cover his game last week, where he had 4 picks. It's the Lions.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is going to... Cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Aiden Hutchinson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. They got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate, but the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be brought. Shy of the 45. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to find Jamison Williams, but it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing now is Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field. It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes on that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into this spot. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Oh, heck of a move. Man. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now Allen. Flushed out right. Caught right side, Davis. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. But not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bills to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. A.J. Terrell, the one who shot in there to drop the QB. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. Throwing on first down is Allen. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen, he's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bettis, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Try to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point safely through. And that'll make our score 14-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards. 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
On first down, Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, complete. Jefferson the target. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Allen now on first down. Left side caught by Diggs. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That's their second. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half. And again, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen going to throw. being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play. Swift going to try up the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and 5. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A good throw there. And this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Back to the running game with Swift. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll look to throw here. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
He'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And some room to run now. They juked him. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. To the air, Allen going deep for Diggs. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now left side on the swing pass. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Allen to throw once more. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They go right back to Singletary. A second juke. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to.
And this time he is in. Devin Singletary, his second rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Back to throw again. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the fourth quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts to throw this opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Russell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Singletary again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A give up the middle to Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Extra point forthcoming. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 41 apiece.
couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here come the Lions now.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Once again, it's Swift. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
56 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll send the tight end in motion.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. They go with the ground game, pick up the 1st, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a first throw here in overtime. Flush to his right.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Okay, break.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Lions are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. So, partner, we continue on here in overtime. We had the missed field goal on the opening drive and now the interception here on the second drive.
Yeah, so actually a reprieve, right? After missing the field goal, defense comes out, takes matters into their own hands, forces the interception. So I think you've got two huddles going on that sideline. One on offense, how do we play this? Are we going for a touchdown, or do we put it back into the foot of the kicker again? And he's huddled with his long snapper and his holder, who are telling him, don't worry about the last one. Just go ahead and knock this one down.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground, but only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Allen. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Man, what a battle. I mean, what a game this has turned out to be, Charles, as we're going to have now a 5th drive here in overtime.
I don't know how they're doing it out there because the focus, the concentration, that has to stay as high as the intensity, and it's hard to do with how hard-hitting this game has been. But at this point, you've got kicking in your background. Can you go down there and put one through the post so we can all go home?
I don't think they want me down there, but of course we've said it multiple times. That's all it takes right now. 3 to win it.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
76 yards on the ground for him so far.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Here's Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down. Now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage, you fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Lions are going to win this game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Lions, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a